human beings and forced labor. Like, women trafficking. So in India, you can see the trafficking of women and children. So that is prohibited. Article 23 says so. Article 39A and B enjoins the state to provide equal means of livelihood and equal pay for equal work. Okay? And then Article 42 enjoins upon the state to make provisions for securing just and humane conditions of work and for maternity relief. So we have already spoken about maternity bill. Article 51A Bar E imposes fundamental duty on every citizen to renounce the practices of derogatory to the dignity of women. So anything that you do that threats the dignity of women, it is unparliamentary. And Article 243D and 243T say, talks about the reservation, that is seat ought to be reserved in panchayat and as well as municipality for women. Article 243T4 provides reservation of offices of chairperson and in municipalities for SC/ST women in such manner as the legislature of a state may by law provide. So in pursuance of the above constitutional provisions, various legislative enactments have been framed to protect, safeguard and promote the interests of women. Many of these legislative enactments have been in the sphere of labor laws to ameliorate the working conditions of women labor. So earlier it was 14 hours work, right? So one has to work for 14 hours. So May Day we all celebrated. Yes or no? Yeah. Why did we celebrate? We don't know. We just got holiday. Yeah, we enjoyed. Right? So that was decreased to 8 hours. That was decreased to 8 hours. So we have to remember Ambedkar in lot of spheres. Then very, very important, like I was talking about sexual harassment of women at workplace, Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act in 2013. So what exactly this is? This bill is a very new thing, right? So Vishaka Guidelines for Prevention of Sexual Harassment, that was 1997. So an act to provide protection against sexual harassment of women at workplace and for the prevention of redressal of complaints of sexual harassment. So how did it happen? So the act comes for after a long fight by Banwari Devi, a Dalit government social worker in Rajasthan who was brutally gang raped by upper caste men for stopping a child marriage. So Banwari Devi, very, very important person. Today, if we are happy to enjoy this particular law, to take this provision, we should be thankful to this great woman. She is like, this is a story. So she was a kind of Asha worker, like, and then her job is to go to the doorsteps of, people and then make them educate, bring an awareness. So in Rajasthan, what happened? There was a child marriage happening, and then she went to stop it, to make them understand that it is wrong. And look at her caste. She is a Dalit, and she being vocal about some injustice in the society where you have the domination of class structure, like the upper caste as well as men. So what did they do? They gang raped her, 5 to 6 members. And then it went to court. This incident went to court. What happened in the court? To your surprise, the court says, the High Court said that the rape itself has not happened at all. They tried saying that it is a false allegation by defending that a village panchayat, the Patel was there in the complaint. So the point here is the leader cannot rape. And there are a few men, like gang. So in that, they are upper caste men. Upper caste men cannot rape the person who belongs to lower caste because of the caste discrimination. They are untouchables. So rape has not happened. The third point, like they cannot rape because their relatives were there in the gang, like in front of the niece and all. Nephew and all. The one person cannot rape. The other point was like her husband was there. he would have stopped it. So on these points, the High Court said that the rape has not happened at all. And then that made the NGO to intervene, right? And then Vishaka is an NGO, okay? It's an NGO that came in support of this Banwari Devi case, and then they requested Supreme Court to intervene in the case, and then the justice, finally, they got it. They got the justice, okay? And then why this? See, if by listening to the story, you can ask me that ma'am, then it would have been anti-rape law, something like that. Now, why it is sexual harassment at workplace? Because the incidents happened when she was working. She was on her work, and that happened when she when she was discharging her duties. You got the point? So something happens in the workplace, it is the responsibility of the employer to take action against it. But what happened with the government of Rajasthan? They said that we are not involved in this. And then finally, with all this long struggle. So 1993 the incidents happened. 2013 the law passed. So you can imagine how many years it took. So now in workplace, something goes wrong with women. And today, why we have women safety cell, women cell, women safety cell, women grievance cell. It is all because of this act. So now it is mandatory to any organization to have this kind of cell, so that women can be vocal about what exactly happening with her. Colleague may, even if you are staying with a woman, it is a crime. So women safety is very, very important. So that's about Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act. So now you can see incidents in India, like what exactly how women are being treated in. So I was just talking about gang rape, but when they said that gang rape has not happened, I just wanted to show you like what exactly happened. And these are all just reported cases. Let me underline that word. And then statistics of Dalit women rape in India. So women are targeted, they are oppressed, right? When it comes to Dalit women, they are doubly oppressed because of the gender and because of the caste. And there is triple suppression also. That is a Muslim women because of gender, religion and minority. Okay. So on an average, India reported 10 rape cases of Dalit women daily 10 cases which are reported. So under behind the screen, lot in 2019, and 13,273 assaults, which including 3,486 cases of rape were against women from Dalit communities. Okay, that is the records from NCRB. And 80% of sexual violence against Dalit women committed by dominant caste men because of the the power, right? You can did you remember like what happened? Even they went to the court. They said that village panchayat, like the head of the panchayat cannot rape, the upper man cannot rape because of untouchability. But actually, these people are voiceless section of the society. Even though they go to the police station, do they take their points and they become more powerful? They won't be puppets anymore in the hands of men. And why are they denying? Because they think, it is their assumption, their perception on women that they are considered as ill-suited for holding power in a democracy. But with the history, what history tells, you can see Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai. We have a lot of women force, like they were the queens. They won a lot of